4 teams, 2 games, 1 weekend. Let's get it, boys. Welcome into Intentional Lounge. We are talking about the conference championship games. Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Broncos are at home, but they are, I believe, a 5.5 point dog right now. Sorry, guys, that's the wrong app pulled up here. 5.5 point dogs at home. I'm glad that I've just put out my article for the DFS content. And the more I thought about it, the more I felt confident about this game. RJ Harvey was going to be my player of the week for running back. And then I was like, man, it's going to be really easy for them to just key in on Harvey and make Stidham beat him. And I think that this is a really, really good defense on both sides of the ball. Man. I hate the 5.5. I feel like this is going to be a field goal game. And I feel like if the Patriots win by a field goal, I'm going to just unfortunately take the other 2 points. I took New England right when this game was at 4.5, so I like that number a lot better. But once again, I think this ends at 3. But I'm going to kick myself if I take Stidham and the Broncos and they don't cover, because it's going to be like the easiest bet. So for me, it's either take New England spread or don't bet this game at all, in my opinion. What do you think, Ethan?
Yeah, well, we're not going to agree like we did last week, so maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
We don't go well. We can only go 0-2 this week, but I like Denver. I actually like Denver a lot in this game, plus the 5.5. And that line is moving. That's going to drop to 5 really probably any minute within the hour. It's right now juiced minus 120 on DraftKings, even odds on the Patriots. If you like the 5.5, it's probably the best you're going to get. I was waiting for a 6, but don't know if we're going to get there. But yeah, I mean, I'll leave a lot of the Patriot talk to Wyatt since I know he kind of previewed that already. But all I'll say about the Patriots schedule is on the road this year. Yeah, they played well, but they only played one playoff team. It was Buffalo. They did win at Buffalo. But other than that, we've all talked about how weak their schedule was, and on the road, it was not any more difficult. And yeah, just not, the Bills win was good, but really their only road win to talk about. Their first 2 playoff wins were both at home. Now they have to travel to Denver, where Denver has had the home field advantage. I think last week was a huge win for Denver, beating Buffalo. When I bet Buffalo, I was hoping to have a shot at the win with the ball in Josh Allen's hands. I had exactly what I wanted. I was hoping it was going to be a blowout, but I could settle with having the ball in Josh Allen's hands, and Denver beat them. Got the ball back, went down, scored, and beat Buffalo. So I like the situation here. And then obviously we got to talk about the quarterbacks. Bo Nix is, to me, mid-tier to like back end of the league as far as starting quarterbacks go. Maybe 15 to 20, somewhere in there.
That feels
good. And Jarrett Stidham, as far as backups go, he's probably in the top half of the league, I'd say. This is a guy he's played, he's been around. It's not like I can't even name another one right now, but there are some bad backups in this league, and I trust Jarrett Stidham. I don't think there's much of a drop off personally from Bo Nix to Jarrett Stidham. We've talked about Nix and the Broncos all year. This team hasn't been able to get separation on anybody. They're more of a defensive based team. Their defense keeps them in it. Bo Nix feels a little bit more like a game manager. I know he does make some big plays. He's pretty mobile. Although Jarrett Stidham was number 1 dual threat quarterback coming out of high school in front of Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Jawan Jennings, some of the other NFL players here. But I know that doesn't translate fully to the NFL. I trust Stidham. I think New England was going to be favored on the road in this game Bo Nix. Denver was going to be favored at home in this game with Bo Nix. I think by like 2.5, 3, and now you're catching 5.5. It's just way too many points here. I like Denver. I'm not going to be shocked if they pull the outright upset. Curious to hear what Wyatt has to say about New England. I'm sure I'm right there with him on it, but I like the Broncos in this game.
Yeah, I'll start immediately. I think there's value 100% on the Broncos. I also think there's value in the next game we're going to be talking about on another team. But yeah, backup quarterback, like Ethan said, a bunch of line movement there. The value has to be on Denver here. Does that mean I'm going to bet it? Well, I'll break it down a little bit for you guys here. Patriots. I've been talking and dissing on their schedule all year, the strength of schedule. I saw a tweet. Don't know if it's true. It's from a verified account, so everything you see on the internet is 100% true. But I saw that it is the easiest schedule since 2007 in the entire NFL is what the Patriots had this year. Again, don't fact check me, but they are 32nd in strength of schedule this year, which is, if you guys don't know the math, there is 32 teams at least. That's dead nuts last. Moving forward to that, people are saying no one's had a harder track in the playoffs than the Patriots had, with two fantastic defenses they had to go up against, with the Chargers defense and a Houston defense. I give them credit for that, two fantastic defenses. But when you look at the offenses of both those teams, absolute trash. Chargers, we were talking about their offensive line all year. They could not protect Justin Herbert. They blitzed them every single time. It was a major factor in the second half of that game. And basically, the Patriots had to score 4 points, and they scored 17, and they got it done. Then they go and play Houston. Again, fantastic defense, but Houston was without Nico Collins, who is basically their only wide receiver. Dalton Schultz went out in the first quarter. Again, fantastic defense. They got lucky with 4 interceptions from Stroud. But basically, they had to score 10 points to win that game. So, yes, they did play fantastic defenses. I give them credit for that. Bo Nix, I think, was the only quarterback this year to throw 3 passing touchdowns against that Texans defense. Really impressive. But, again, there's no offense. So, you just have to score 10 points, and then you win that game. So, I'm not going to, good job against good defenses, but it's just cakewalk after cakewalk after cakewalk for this Patriots. And now they play a backup quarterback in Denver. I mean, come on, guys. But anyways, back to the bets, because I know that's what we're here for. I have to take the value here. I have to take Denver. I don't like it at all, because these Patriots have just been killing me all year, kind of similar to Indiana in college football, just killing me all year. Also, you had the fact that Drake May is 12-0 straight up and 10-2 against the spread when he's a favorite of 3 or more points. Now he plays, like I said, backup quarterback Stidham. It's hard to disagree with all that, but got to take the value play. Got to take Denver. Going to trust their defense can do it. And I'm not super sold like Ethan is on Bo Nix, or like I think Ethan agrees on Bo Nix. Just can't have Stidham make dumb mistakes. I think if he doesn't turn the ball over, they have a really good shot at covering. And I think even a small possibility of winning this game outright. So give me Denver. And I know do you ever see the Oz, the mentalist guy?
Oh, yeah.
I always wonder, why doesn't he just bet if he can see the future or whatever? But he has, again, I saw this on Twitter. And of course it was in front of the Rams, but he has Rams, Broncos in the Super Bowl, Rams winning 24-13. So if he sees the future, I don't know. But he probably does it with every team, by the way. But I saw that, which is funny. 23-14. Okay. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, I mean, if
4 bettors in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if Oz knows anything, that's what he's got. So yeah, I'll take Denver on the spread. Maybe they get out the squeaky upset on the money line.
And I'm sorry to hijack from you quick. I just have to. I can't piss off Bears fans this week. I can't piss off Steelers fans. So I'm just going to try to piss off Patriots fans. Is it interesting to you guys that, in my opinion, we have a team who's what's their money line right now? I just got a quick check.
Plus 210.
Sorry, Patriots money line.
Patriots minus 258.
-2. We have a team with a minus 258 money line in the conference championship game who has a 0% chance to win the Super Bowl.
Oh my God. Hey, all I'm saying is you guys are both on Denver, and I said this is probably going to be a 3-point game, but took New England anyways. Sacrifice. Sacrifice.
Someone's got to win.
Someone has to do it for the team. Let's move on to the NFC. Man, this, like we were saying, one of these games is not like the other. This is the LA Rams at the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks 2.5-point home favorites. Over under set at 46.5. Cooper Kupp revenge game. Ethan, I'll start with you. What do you think about this one, man?
I don't think Cooper Kupp's going to have a big role in it. I'll start there. But yeah, this one's tougher for me. I do like the Denver play. This one is tougher, and I'm just going to have to stick with what I've gone with this entire postseason. 0-3 in the postseason, by the way. So maybe don't listen to me here. The Rams are the only team left that I said really have a shot to win the Super Bowl. Coming into the postseason, I gave, I think, 4 teams a shot. Niners, Bills, can't even remember who else. Eagles.
Panthers.
They're all out. Rams are the only team left. So I'm going to take the Rams plus 2.5. I do still think the Rams are the better of these two teams. Obviously Stafford to Darnold is not even a question. You do get the better defense with Seattle, so I'll give them that. They are at home, but again, this is a divisional game. Home field advantage doesn't mean much to me when it's divisional, just because the Rams are, obviously not as familiar as Seattle is playing in their own home building, but like the Rams go there every single year. It's not that unfamiliar. It's close to LA. LA to Seattle is not that far of a travel. It's the third time playing each other this year. So Seattle being at home, it doesn't mean that much to me. Again, this just feels like a Seattle team that, they're heading in the right direction. They're going to be good for a few. They're going to be a team that maybe next year I'm talking about has the chance to win it. Just don't see it this year with the Sam Darnold. And kind of like I just said, I don't think the Patriots have much of a shot. And with Jarrett Stidham, there's no way Denver has much of a shot. So I think it's the Rams Super Bowl to lose here. I have to take them plus the points. Like I said, I really, at the end of the day, and what it came down to with Chicago, I just trust Sean McVay and Matthew Stafford to get it done. Puka, Devontae, they might give up 31 points. I trust that they score 34. And that's just how the Rams are going to have to do it. Their defense has struggled. Maybe it'll be more defensive if they do make the Super Bowl and play one of those other two teams. But for this game, it's probably going to be a shootout. Over is probably going to be public, and I still kind of like it. I like the Rams. I think you could also tease them here. I don't know really what you tease with at this point. We have no more college. We only have these 2 games. New England, Denver don't really set up much for a teaser whatsoever. So not really sure what you could tease with, but it is a nice teaser leg if you find something. I like the Rams. I'm going to take them on the money line, or I'm going to take them plus the points, but I do think they win. Just kind of sticking with what I've gone with this whole year, whole postseason.
Yeah, like I said, there's a team with value on this game, and I do think the value lies with the Los Angeles Rams. You have the Seattle Seahawks, who just absolutely annihilated the Niners. I'll get into that game quickly. And then you have the Rams team, who just played 2 away games, struggled against Carolina, winning that game by 3, and then had to take Chicago to OT, winning that game also by 3. So 3rd consecutive home game for the Rams, away game for the Rams. Seattle at home after a clobbering of San Fran. I mean, the money's going to, or the value's got to be on the Rams, and I think the money is going to be as well. Talking on that Seattle game, I mean, San Fran they're not a team that's going to, be down by 20 unless they're playing the Lions in the NFC Championship game and come back and win. That's not their offense. That's not their mold. So giving off that opening kickoff return for a touchdown and 2 fumbles in their own territory early in that game, they just had no chance. They're not going to be a team, like I said, that's going to beat you deep, especially with Kittle out and a couple other guys. They're a team that wins their games by controlling the clock, playing really good defense, and just taking 8-minute drives. So they just set themselves up terribly for that game. Again, fantastic win for Seattle, but the money and the value has got to be on the Rams. So I'm going to take the Rams here, and I agree with Ethan. I think the Rams, I can't get out of my head for them to make the Super Bowl and also for them to win the Super Bowl. So I got to be on the Rams here. I think they could win it outright. I hope they can win it outright. Really rooting for them. Kind of the only team I care about left in the playoffs. So give me LA in this game.
I like it. I am also on LA with you guys, but I do want to point out real quick, if you do like the Seattle side, I would wait right now. LA Rams got 40% of the money line, 16% of the spread. If you like Seattle, with the Charbonnet news being out, that line might move to +9 for Seattle. Those backup running backs really move that line. That doesn't factor into this game for me at all. You guys pretty much had all the points perfectly. Seattle is a great defense. That's the thing. The Rams defense isn't bad. We just have 3 really elite defenses that actually made the Final Four this year. But I like the Rams too. The Stafford, Sean McVay, they've been there. They've won it before. Who did they beat the Bengals, the Super Bowl? I could see them beating the Patriots or the Broncos. The Rams have been my Super Bowl pick since we did the prediction bracket back to start the playoffs. I still really like this team. I like the coach. I think they get it done. So I'm with you guys here. I wouldn't hesitate sprinkling a little bit on the money line. I might do it once we get off the show here.
I think if you like the money line, I would almost take them on a Super Bowl future at plus 230.
Yeah, true.
And then if they win this game, then you're either sitting pretty with a plus 230 on a game they're going to be heavily favored in, or, if you want to come back and hedge at that point, maybe say Denver makes it, you're going to get a touchdown with Denver. You have a nice middle opportunity, or, just a even bigger money line that you could, hedge off with. So I would say if you like money line, I would maybe just play them on the Super Bowl future.
Yeah. Great point. Anything else you guys wanted to hit on before we get out of here?
Exact Super Bowl matchup with Rams winning plus 650.
Oh.
If you want to follow Oz.
Denver and Rams plus 650.
Yep.
Interesting.
If you want to follow the big Oz, he's probably did that for so many teams. So I don't know, but that's the one I saw on Twitter, and I don't know, man. I don't know. That guy can see the freaking future. I need him to make all my bets for me.
Yeah.
Or I'm just gonna go to the Ouija board. I'm getting desperate at this point in the NFL.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and again.
Guys, that's going to do it for us over here at Better and Green. Once again, we have plenty of other shows for different sports, and me and Ethan mixed it up a little bit yesterday. Instead of going live, we did a post on the website. So you guys, trying to get you over there to join the community, get in on the conversation. That way, you're not just hearing from us, we want to hear from you guys too. But we give you guys our picks over there. We always have premium picks as well if you do want to become a premium member. I believe it's as low as $5. We got some merch going on right now. We got the new Victory Day t-shirts out, available over at bettergreen.com as well. So make sure you guys check that out. And then we got a Super Bowl video. Not next week. We get a week off, but then we come back for that. And we'd like to do a couple props, some Gatorade color, some heads, tails. We'll go over all that with you guys this upcoming Super Bowl. So we'll see you guys then. Good luck with your bets. Peace, guys.
Later, guys.
See you guys.
Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like Jerry Rice, touchdowns galore. Week after week, always asking for more. Bling on the wrist, got the books on the floor. Listen in, cash out, page is swelling. Plays on the field, see me winning, never dwelling. Flagged on Vegas, they know what I'm selling. NFL bets, keep the cheesy compelling. Flexing on the haters, can't touch my score. Money like